Charleston White slams 50 Cent for paying to leak Lil Meech Snitch video. In a wild new twist of the BMF saga that's already rocked the streets and shook Hollywood to its core, Charleston White has officially stepped into the war zone, and he's coming for 50 Cent with no filter, no mercy, and no loyalty to either side. After it was revealed that 50 Cent allegedly paid big money to get his hands on the leaked footage of Lil Meech snitching, Charleston White exploded online, calling 50 Cent a psycho, a puppet master, and accusing him of going way too far just to win a beef. While he made it clear he's not defending Lil Meech, who, according to the footage, was caught cooperating with law enforcement. Charleston's bigger issue was with how 50 chose to expose the situation. And according to him, that move alone shows that 50 is willing to destroy anyone and anything in his path. What started as a personal fallout has now become a war about ethics, power, and just how far one man will go to control the narrative. Please do not forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now, let's get back into the video. Let's rewind this firestorm. We already know how Lil Meech's snitching video threw gasoline on an already tense situation. Months ago, 50 Cent mysteriously cut ties with Lil Meech and booted him from the BMF series. Fans were confused. Big Meech, still incarcerated, was furious and started turning against 50, believing he betrayed both him and his son. Then boom, 50 Cent released a now infamous video showing Lil Meech in what looked like an interrogation room, allegedly identifying people and cooperating with investigators. The fallout was immediate. Big Meech, who had defended his son at all costs, was forced to face the unthinkable, that his own blood may have violated the street code. And just like that, Big Meech disowned Lil Meech, publicly distancing himself in a painful message from behind bars, saying, "I didn't know. I raised him to be solid. I can't stand behind that." The world thought that was a final chapter in a heartbreaking story, until Charleston White went off. Charleston White, the always controversial voice in hip-hop culture, posted a scathing live video calling out 50 Cent in a way no one else dared to. He started with a bang, y'all praising 50 like he did something noble. That man paid to expose a youngin'. That's psychotic behavior. That's a man with too much power and too little heart. Charleston claimed that behind the scenes, 50 Cent offered tens of thousands of dollars to a legal insider for the footage. According to White, that tape wasn't just leaked. It was hunted down by 50, who wanted to use it to kill Lil Meech's image, destroy his acting career, and flip Big Meech back to his side. That wasn't no righteous move. That was a strategic assassination. That was corporate warfare. That man paid to kill that boy's future. Charleston didn't stop there. He doubled down on the psychology behind 50's move, claiming it wasn't about the code, loyalty, or respect. This wasn't about no snitching. This was about power, control. 50 wanted to remind everybody that he owns the narrative. He made Meech a star. And when Meech got out of line, he bought his downfall. I ain't defending that little boy. Charleston sets the record straight. Now don't get it twisted. Charleston didn't jump on the mic to defend Lil Meech. That little boy got caught talking. I ain't siding with him. If you in them streets and you start yapping, you done. I ain't got sympathy for that. But Charleston's issue wasn't the message. It was a messenger and the method. What kind of grown man pays to ruin a kid he used to mentor? That's not real. That's evil. That's mental illness. According to Charleston, 50's move wasn't about exposing truth. It was about domination. The minute Lil Meech started drifting away from 50's grip, started aligning more with Rick Ross and building his own brand, 50 pulled the nuclear trigger. And for Charleston White, that's the ultimate betrayal. Let's be real. 50 Cent is no stranger playing dirty. From Ja Rule to Floyd Mayweather, from the game to Stars execs, he's built a legacy on outsmarting and outplaying anyone in his way. But paying to unearth a snitching video of someone he personally helped raise into stardom? That's next level. Allegedly, the video came from sealed legal archives tied to a weapons arrest from months ago. Someone, possibly inside law enforcement, was paid to leak it. And insiders say that someone had a direct connection to 50's legal team. This wasn't an accident, one insider said. This was surgical. And it worked. The video exploded across every platform. Lil Meech lost his shine. Big Meech flipped sides. 50 reclaimed the moral high ground. But Charleston White's point remains. Is that something to celebrate or be disturbed by? As always, when Charleston speaks, the reactions are split. Some fans applauded his courage. Charleston, the only one real enough to say what we all thinking. 50 a genius, but this was cold-blooded. Meech snitched. End of story. Doesn't matter how it got leaked. He broke the code. But a growing number of voices started asking a different question. What happens when the power to destroy someone's life becomes a weapon? And that's where Charleston White wanted the focus to go. Y'all talk about snitching like it's the worst crime. But what about destroying a life for clout? For revenge? For entertainment? Meanwhile, whispers from inside prison suggest that Big Meech may be shaken by how far this has gone. Sources say that after disowning his son and siding back with 50, he's now beginning to wonder whether he jumped too quickly. Not because the footage wasn't real, but because of the dark strategy behind it. Meech was hurt. He reacted. But now he's questioning whether 50 had this whole thing planned all along. One close source revealed. Some speculate that Big Meech never imagined 50 would go this far, to the point of paying someone to dig up and leak footage that would not only damage his son's future, but also permanently stain the BMF brand with family division.